Hello everyone. Today I've received in the mail a couple of eBay lots of world banknotes that I purchased recently, and they both came from the same store, but we're going to take a look at which of these lots is better. Now the store that shipped this to me is the ShiwreckedGiftShop, and that's their eBay name. One of the lots was called 25 better value notes, that promises to be 25 different notes that are all in pretty good condition. And later on in the description it said it would have each one would be at least have a book value of at least $1 and a total value of about $50. I don't really pay attention to book value of banknotes, but I thought that was kind of interesting that you could get that for under $10. But then from the same seller, there is a second lot that was called 50 banknotes which were in terrible condition. So they're probably terrible banknotes, well used, well circulated, might be torn, might be folded a lot, might be crumpled a lot, might have holes in it, and so it's probably more junk. So we're going to see which is better, 50 notes in bad condition or 25 good notes. You get twice as many with the bad condition notes, and I'm not here for the collector's value of any of this, but just because I find foreign banknotes interesting, and I think that they are just interesting works of art on their own right. So let's see, he's just taped up some pages here, sent me a postcard of something on the back. Let me cut this open and hope the two lots are separated in here. I can see the lots are separated in here, but he's also taped his thank you note down pretty good. So there are two different envelopes in here though, and he has labeled which is which, so that's good to see. This one's labeled better value, so I'm going to save that one for the second one we open, but here is the first one. One lot of 50 mixed junk world paper, torn, ripped, holed, worn out, etc. And also noted that there were probably less valuable countries or less valuable denominations as well. So a few more sides to cut open here. And just as much tape here, but I'm going to rip open this envelope. And just lay them here and look at them one at a time. Which side's the front? Okay, we have, that one's going to be 50,000 from Yugoslavia, 50,000 dinar. Have kind of a rose there. There's a face there hidden in the empty space. 1992. Next one is from Mongolia. 10. And of course a lot of these are going to be from countries where I can't even recognize the language on here, but this one is Mongolia. I had some Mongolian banknotes in the last video like this I did, and I had a coworker from Mongolia as well, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Is this a Saddam Hussein note? It's certainly in Arabic, and that kind of looks like Saddam Hussein. And Iraq. Okay, so 25 dinars. Obviously in really poor shape. Next up, we have something from Russia, or Soviet Union, I should say, and I guess that is Vladimir Lenin on it, 1991. So I'm going to say that is probably 100 rubles. And so I think this is pretty cool, even if it's, as you can see, it's been in someone's wallet for a long time. This one also appears to be from the Soviet Union. Another 25 rubles. This is the 1961 on that one. And I thought we were going to have some bad condition ones. This one's actually in pretty decent shape, although also in Cyrillic, but I can't read that one. Next one's from the same country, except this one's 1 instead of 10. Next one's here is from the Philippines. This one is really tiny and really worn down, 50 centavos. And can't even see the date on this one. I did find the date. It is right here. It says 1949. And on this side, in really tiny letters, it says the name of the company that actually printed this and was printed in London. Another Soviet. This one is for 50 rubles, 1961. And even on these cheaper, older ones, I still love the intricate printing that we have on all these. Another one from Yugoslavia. We have 100,000 dinar. And this one is quite a large bill. This one was printed in, I see the date of 1943 on here. I don't know if that's the day the banknote was printed. Maybe that's the date of when they became a country. Here's the date it was printed, series 1989. This does not look like something that would come from the 40s. Here we have Myanmar, 10 kyats. Myanmar came up in the last couple of weeks when they were talking about the most recent stimulus checks, which sent every American $600 and sent a lot of money to Burma. And I just thought it was interesting that the United States still calls them Burma and not Myanmar. I need to research why that is. Next up, we have a 200 dong from Vietnam. Next, we have Cambodia, another country that America's sending money to. This bill was printed in 2014, 100. Indonesia, 1964, 25. I guess that's 25 rupiah. Very intricate micro printing here. It has a couple of tiny little burn spots on here. Don't recognize the country yet. It looks similar numbers to the one from Cambodia. And I guess this is Cambodia. It says Bank National du... I guess that's Cambodia. It looks like Cambodge, but another 100. All these people in a rowboat. And is there anything hiding in the window right there? If I hold it up to a light, I don't particularly see anything. 100 centurials. Interesting stone face there. I wonder if that's from one of their monuments where a face was carved out of stone, and just over the years it's kind of deteriorated, and that's reflected in the banknote. This one is really tiny. I'm going to suppose this is more Mongolian money. And then another one from the same set here, 50. Almost looks like you would hold it that way. And then same set, we've got a 20. Recognize this next one from Hrvatska. We would know them as Croatia, but must have been a famous mathematician from Croatia with the mathematic symbols right there, and some cathedrals on the back, 1 dinar. Here's a banknote from 1991, 100. Another one from Indonesia, 1964. This one's probably 5 rupiah. And then a 1 sen, 1964. In 1961 on this 5 rubles. I suppose this one's Soviet. Can't really tell for sure. Next one will be Soviet, and it does have the same logo as right there in the top corner. So this one is another one of Lenin, I believe. 10 rubles, 1961. We saw one from this country just a moment ago, 1991. Another Soviet. This one is for 3 rubles. And then this one's really torn for 1 ruble. Another from Indonesia, 10, 1964. And then, let's see, next we have a few from Zimbabwe when they had their runaway out of control hyperinflation. My brother bought me a $100 trillion banknote for Christmas, and I guess that was several years ago. Looks like we have a few from the same set. We've got a $500,000, which sounds like a lot of money, but not compared to 100 trillion. And even though it had the hyperinflation, it had a lot of the modern effects, like this kind of silvery band here, or that little green spot right there kind of sparkles. I don't know how well it shows up under the light here, but they all have that rock printed on the one side. Here is a 5 billion. And has the shiny green to kind of a gold green stripe there on the side, as well as that shape in the corner. This one has a cow micro printed on it. And work in the fields. Then we have the $1 million. That one almost looks holographic there on the stripe that runs through it. So this is at 2008. I promise to pay the bearer on demand $1 million. More agriculture. Next, we appear to have a few from Venezuela here. This one is a 100 or 100 bolívares. Again, kind of neat micro printing hologram on the note. They have a lot of neat wildlife on this series of notes. We've got the 50 bolívares, 2018, and I suppose that is going to be a leopard. And then this might be the first Israeli banknote that I have. I wonder if that would be 50 shekels. 1978. More Venezuela. Luisa Caceres de Arismendi. Still have the holographic line that runs through it. And this time we have turtles. And then here's a 10. Guaycapuro is the name on here. We're at 10 Bolivares. This one's series 2011. And we have some kind of eagle or condor there. Next we have the 5. Can't quite read the name on this one. This one is missing the holographic line that runs through it. Maybe it's just because it's a smaller denomination, but this one is from 2018. And we have a frog on this one. Next we have the 10. Again, the name is really, it's right there, but it's kind of tough to read on here. 2018, 10 Bolivares. And we have an anteater. That's kind of got a zoo of banknotes here. Next we have the 50. We're back to having the holographic stripe on it. I can read the name on this one, Simon Rodriguez, for 50 Bolivares of 2012. I don't know what that animal is, but I would not want to meet it. Kind of looks like a type of bear, I suppose, with the claws on the feet. We have a 20 with the Simon Rodriguez. 20 Bolivares, 2018. And we have, I believe, a jaguar. I like those. We've got another modern Yugoslavia for 50,000 dinar. 1988. $100 dinar. 1992. The 100,000 dinar. It's interesting that this set seems to be all women on the Yugoslavia banknotes. Have some nice sunflowers on this side, 1993. And then same lady on the 100. And I guess that's some kind of fern or something, 1991. Another one, an older one from Yugoslavia. This one is 1978, and it's a man on a horse there. This one's really torn up. Missing a corner right there. Now on to some, I guess this would be Chinese, 1981 Zhao. Another from Yugoslavia, we have 1,000 dinar, 1978. When highlighting farming and industry. Socialist Federated Republic of Yugoslavia. Now that is a mustache on this guy. 10,000 dinar from Yugoslavia. $1993. Here we have a 100. 1990. And then 50. With, I guess, a rose on it, also 1990. And then we have the 1000 with Nikola Tesla. So that one right there might be interesting to a lot of people just because of Tesla being on it. Was he Yugoslavian? I don't know. Now, that's cool if that's a, which I'm not sure which side is up, but is that a Tesla coil? I don't know. All right, so that's the side that is the considered to be the poor quality notes, and I think we ended on the best one right there with Nikola Tesla on it. Now we're going to take a look at the, let me start to open up this one. This is the one's called the better lot. And I better not tear anything here. Okay, so this one's called one lot of 25 different world paper money better value notes. Most are uncirculated. We have one from Brazil on the front. Go ahead and tear into this envelope. So for less than $10, that first batch was, I thought, pretty good quality ones. Let's see what we get in the higher value ones. So here is the one from Brazil. Now they went through a lot of different currency through the 70s. So series 3008, I'm guessing that's not the year. Marquês de Tamandaré, printed by the American Banknote Company. And I never did see a year printed on this one, unless it was really 2008, but they make their twos like threes. This one, another one from Cambodia. I can't really see anything on here that lets me know exactly what that one's going to be. Next up, from Indonesia, we have 2,000 rupiah, 2015. Pangeran Antasari is our portrait here. That's a lot of zeros on that one. It looks like 10 million, 1993. So 10 million dinar, I'm not quite sure what country that's going to be from. Next we have another Nikola Tesla note. The 1,000 dinar, but it's from a different year, so it's a different color. This one's 1990. Another one from Russia. I believe that's 100 ruble. Or I should say Soviet Union. Wait, that one might not be Soviet Union because that's a different look to it. Might be a former Soviet state that became its own country. So back to Yugoslavia. This one appears to be 5 million with the name I cannot read right there. 1993. Burundi. 100 francs. I suppose this one is going to be Greek. 1978. That 50 drachma. Nice bridge right there, and Cambodia. So interesting to see that one car that's going across that bridge. 2002. Next we have some kind of military leader. This is going to be another one from Myanmar. Nope. Okay, Burma. Kiats. And I'm guessing this one's another one from Burma. You can see the hidden face there in the corner. $35. That seems like an odd number for a banknote. Interesting, whatever that bird is right there. It has the Soviet hammer and sickle right there. This one also Cambodia. $1988 from the same country. I like this one. This one is from the hyperinflation period of Germany before World War II. 50 million mark. $1923. Next one from Venezuela. Here we have the Simon Bolivar on a 100. Since these were separate lots, he didn't promise that there wouldn't be duplicates between them. Interesting overprinting on this one, 1999, 500. I'm interested to see what country this one comes from. But so far I don't recognize it. Next we have from Zambia, 50 kwacha. Interesting eagle on this one. The Bank of Zambia. Somalia. 1990. 50 shillings. And 1991 is printed right here at the very bottom. Afghanistan. 500 Afghans. And then next up we have 1,000 Afghans. Then from 2005, this one is worth 200. This looks like South Korea. Although I'm not sure, I'm just going on the what appear, I believe, are Korean alphabet. They're written across the top. And then 500. No, 5,000. Then from that Zimbabwe series, we have the $1. I think that's kind of humorous that there was a 100 trillion that looked just like this, and here's the $1. There's a nice waterfall, and I suppose that's a yak on the other side. And then the last one in this set is, must have been World War II currency when the Japanese government was printing on behalf of the countries they had taken over. 10 rupees, so I suppose that's Indonesia, or India maybe, I don't know. The Japanese government printed 10. Alright, so which of those two lots did you find better? Well, now that we've looked at both of these lots, I do have a couple of bonus notes to show off here. That is in the lot at the top. Just something I made as a separate purchase. And of all the Venezuelan notes that I picked up in these lots, I did not get this one. So thank goodness for that. Here is an armadillo on a 5 banknote with Negro Primero is the name on this one for the 5 banknotes, series 2007. Next one is from Ukraine. Kind of see the same face. This one's 2011. I think we saw this one in one of the stacks already as a Vietnam 200. Older one from Venezuela, 1994, still has the security stripe that runs through it, 2,000 bolivares. And that's Antonio Jose du Sucre. See his face hidden in the circle right there. $2,000 bolivares. Next up, from the country of Slovenia, that 10. The Primoz Trubar, who lived from 1508 to 1586. Next up, Estonia with K.E. von Baer, who lived from 1792 to 1876. 2 Kruni. This one is from Turkey, where it's 100,000 Turkish lira, or as they call it here, Turkish lirasi. It has a little bit of a menacing look. And kind of hidden in the corner right there. And our final banknote of today is from Trinidad and Tobago. And for a 1, here I like this one because it had kind of a raised feel to it. But I like the wildlife that's on it. I don't know if they would call it the $1, but it has a very similar symbol to the American dollar. Series 2006. So I hope you enjoyed this video. At the very end here, I'm going to link to the last time I went through a bunch of foreign banknotes. Thanks for watching. Bye.